right, well, I'm here with my friend Rick Sammon. A little phototherapy.
Man, this is so nice to meet you. What did Jennifer Wu sign one of her books to you? She said, like, the greatest photographer.
Greatest photographer.
I mean, that's quite a compliment
Yes,
from Jennifer, who's an amazing photographer.
Of course, I gave her $20.
Well, I gave her $30 to write that one of my books. But anyway, it's so much fun being here in Greenland with you. We were in Iceland. We were
right off the coast of Iceland with the West Fjords, I believe, right now. Yeah, so this has been a terrific trip. I'm glad that we were able to join you. I don't know how many icebergs. We got muskox, Northern Lights.
The Northern Lights, was that amazing, being on the top of the ship and seeing that? You know, I had two goals. I tell people that it's really important to set a goal when you go on a trip. And all I wanted was one great iceberg shot and one great Northern Lights shot. And I got those, got some other shots too, but I'm sure you'd agree, Jim, that it's really important to set a goal.
Oh, absolutely.
And in your life.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. I agree with that completely. And last night we had a little music therapy too.
Well, I can't. Well, I can help people become better photographers, but I promise people, I was playing the piano over there, I can make anyone sound good and everyone sound good.
And you did. It was incredible.
Yeah. Well, what I do is I play, easy stuff in the key of C or A minor. So all you have to do is all white notes, all white. You can't make a mistake. Yeah,
you just don't use any sharps and flats and you're good.
That's right. But, as Miles Davis said, if you make a mistake, make it again.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if that applies to photography, although, do you know the expression about an out-of-focus picture? One out-of-focus picture is a mistake.
Oh, yes.
20 out-of-focus pictures is a style.
Right. I've heard that.
Yeah.
And you are also quite a prolific author. How many books have you got now?
43.
43.
Yeah.
And I have a number of them. I couldn't bring them all because I would have to have a couple extra suitcases to do that. So, but I do have a couple of them.
Well,
and I know these are latest books, but I really enjoyed this one here. That's
How to Make Money While You're Sleeping.
Sure.
This is actually my latest book. Mm-hmm. And what's funny is that book and PhotoQuest, my 3 latest photography books, are my best-selling books, and they don't have any pictures in them.
Yeah, it's
right. It's all text, and the reason I did that, I didn't want people to be distracted by, like a pretty picture, a sunrise, a sunset, a great wildlife encounter. So I think I just wanted people to, focus on the message. But, Warren Buffett has an expression, and that's where I got the idea for this book. He said, if you don't learn how to make money while you're sleeping, you're going to work until you're dead.
Yeah.
So this is all about generating passive income, which you and I are doing right now, right? You made good investments in your life. Yes. I made good investments. So I think, this is really an important thing to do, especially for young photographers, right?
Oh, yes. Start young.
Start young. And save as much as you can, work as hard as you can. Mm-hmm. But one of the ideas in this book is, setting up affiliate programs. Mm-hmm. Like you have Topaz, right? Topaz, you have Nick,
yes.
You have all these software companies, Kelby One, B&H,
you got a number of them. Yes.
Everyone, and you can make some good bucks if you promote it, but you have to be on social media. You have to promote your stuff.
Yep. And I've also got another one here. I have, as I said, a number of your books at home, but the PhotoQuest.
Well, PhotoQuest. What I like about that is I got some of my very good friends to contribute to that book and to actually some of my other books. And this is all about discovering your artistic voice. We all have a voice, right? We all have a style. So Karen Hutton's in there, Richard Burnaby's in there, Scott Kelby's in there, a bunch of my other friends. But anyway, I think it's really important to see how other people, discover their photographic voice, their style.
And you also have the book Phototherapy.
Well, Phototherapy
with the Facebook.
Yeah. And you're one of the moderators.
Yes, I am.
In the Phototherapy Facebook group. And, for that, the timing was right. I was on Twitter. Mm-hmm. And I'm on Twitter too much, like everyone else. And I see this book called Bird Therapy. This was about 4 years ago. And this is all about how watching birds is very good therapy. And then it just popped into my head. I said, hey, if that's good, looking at a photograph, taking photographs. So I started I started writing this book, Phototherapy, Motivation, and my wife said, Susan, said to throw in wisdom in there. So it's motivation and wisdom and some insight into how important, photography is and how powerful it is, right? Like, to other people and to yourself. Like, I'm sure when you were processing your night sky picture in your room, that's pretty, I'm going to tone it down, darn good phototherapy, right?
Well, you could say damn good.
Well, Jay Maisel would say something else, right?
Well, possibly, yes.
He would say something else. But anyway, I see the smile on your face when you're talking about, your pictures. I see the smile on the other guest's face when they look at their pictures. There's, for a lot of people, I wouldn't say there's nothing better than phototherapy, but I think it's very, very important. Our friend Prati on
And
this.
the timing of that was perfect because it started right after within the pandemic.
Yeah.
People were kind of stuck.
Yeah. No, it's amazing how important. I think we all need an outlet. We all need a way to express ourselves. People say, "Oh, you play the piano." You take pictures. Ansel Adams, as you know,
Yes.
he played classical. Scott Kelby, he plays everything.
Yeah.
So
He's got the whole bandstand right when you walk into his.
Well, that changed now.
Oh, it's not there anymore?
Yeah, the bandstand's not there anymore.
Oh,
they
geez.
switch things around. But next time I'm there, I definitely want to get together with you guys because you're in, where are you, Cleveland?
We're in Palm Harbor, so we're just right next to Oldsmar.
Ah.
It's about 5 miles away.
Did you ever go to the restaurant there called City Fish?
City Fish, no, I haven't.
Well,
tried that.
the owners of City Fish opened up. I know your viewers might not be too interested in this if they're in California. But anyway, there's a new restaurant. I forget the name of it with those
City
owners.
Fish.
But it's the new restaurant's called
It's in Oldsmar?
Ozona Blue. Ozona Blue.
Oh, Ozona Blue, sure.
Oh,
Yes.
so right, the marina.
Yes.
Those people used to own City
We
Fish.
love it, yeah.
It's unbelievable. So we're gonna have another podcast, or maybe we could have another podcast on the great food of Florida.
We love Ozona Blue. You've done a number of workshops, and I'm
Yep.
sure that you have probably seen mistakes that people tend to make as
Yep.
new photographers.
Yep.
What advice would you have for photographers?
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you play golf?
I play at it.
Okay, you play at it. Well, same thing. I've taken a lot of golf lessons.
Yes.
And the best advice I ever got from an instructor, there's some instructors say, hold your hands this way,
Yeah.
keep your elbow and do this,
Keep your hand- yep.
he'll swing you, we do this. But so many things. The best advice I ever got after the person saw me swing was slow down.
Yes. So,
And I think that advice can be applied to photographers too. People set their tripods fast, and then they don't tighten the leg and the camera. They don't put the tripod in the camera in the quick release bracket, right away. Or they forget they're out doing the Northern Lights at 3200, and
or they run out and forget to put a card in the camera.
Right. So I think, and that's easy
great
for me.
advice.
Well, it's easy for me to say because I'm so hyper, as you know. But I think slowing down, and also, when you're looking at a scene, people, you know what OCD is?
Oh, yeah.
Well, most people think it's obsessive compulsive.
Compulsive, yes.
Yeah, well, there's two other types of OCD, which I have. I have one of them, obsessive cropping disorder. I crop because, cropping gives us a second chance at composition.
To
But
kill the clutter.
cut the clutter.
Yeah.
But the other one is obsessive clicking disorder.
Ah.
So this goes back to the slowing down. We see the iceberg. They're shooting, right?
We call that the shooting, spray and pray.
Right. But now with bald eagles flying around, or some of the birds flying around here, you have to spray and pray, but still having a goal. I want a picture, with birds, as you know, it's wings up or wings down.
Right.
So
Eyes open. And,
if the eye's not well lit
Yeah.
and in focus, you miss the shot. So I think, slowing down and saying, if I could only take one picture in this location, what would that one picture be? Like for what we doing the Northern Lights. We could have been all around the ship, but what's the one picture, with the foreground element, with the this and the that. So I think slowing down is important.
That's true. I had a goal I set up. I wanted to get the Northern Lights reflected in the water.
Right.
That was my goal, and I did it. So
People can't believe we were on a ship.
no,
Some of the comments that I got, but how lucky were we? That's the other thing of photography. We were so lucky. We're on a ship that takes 100 people, and the water was dead flat. Yeah.
And you got additional workshops coming up? You got anything that you're...
Yeah, I'm doing a workshop in Tanzania with my good friend
one of
Ian.
my favorite places.
Yeah, Ian Plant. I saw some of your pictures. Amazing. I'm going to find that interesting because in Kenya, I go with my friend Jonathan Scott, the big cat man. You may have seen him. Some of your viewers may have seen him on TV. He has special permits to go off-road.
Is that the people that did the Big Cat Diary?
Yeah.
Yeah, we ran into them when we were there.
Isn't he the nicest guy
Yes.
ever? I tell people if I could be more like anyone on the planet, I would want to be more like Jonathan Scott because he's so nice.
Talk about patience
Yeah.
to get those shots they did.
No, it's amazing what they did to do that. But anyway, so in Tanzania, as you know, you have to stay on the road. So,
Right.
But I've seen some pictures. Jim Griggs, another moderator of a phototherapy group, is amazing pictures from the road. So I look forward to that. So that's the next one in 2023.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to get you to sign. I got my $20 here. I'm going to...
Okay.
You wouldn't mind doing that?
No.
I'm going to put you with my collection. We got...
I'll try to match what Jennifer said.
all the well-known photographers I've known. I got a whole collection. So you're going to join there with Clyde Butcher and
well,
a lot of the greats.
Thanks for the great interview. How about that?
It sounds good to me.
But the thing is, you probably can't read my handwriting.
You should see mine. I should have been a doctor.
And then I'll just say to Jim on this one. Actually, I'm glad you asked me to do this because people say, how do you write the books and things like this? I say, writing a book sometimes is not fun.
Mm-hmm.
Autographing a book is always fun.
Oh, that would be
so.
cool, yeah.
So I keep that in mind. Thank you so much. I keep that in mind when I'm writing the book because it's a
Give
lot.
you a fist bump there?
Yeah, because of the COVID.
Yes. Well, thank you, Rick. I really enjoyed it, and again, I hope to join you again soon.
Yeah, I hope so too. You guys are great.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mm.